In an ideal world, David Moyes would keep his job and bring us the success we want and, frankly, Manchester United should achieve. But like all Boy Scouts know, it's always good to be prepared. So we've had a look at the top 3 candidates the bookies are touting as his successor. Number 1, in some places as short as 2-1, Sir Alex Ferguson. Is he likely to make a comeback? Frankly, no, because we don't think he'd ever accept that mistake. He's not going to say, oh, if I come back, oh, it's Moyes' fault, oh, it was my choice to bring in Moyes. His ego's just too big to make that kind of claim that it was all his fault in the first place. So we can't see it happening. Plus, he told us to stand by him and give him time, so he's not going to be the man that comes in and says, right, we've got rid of him, let me take over to the end of the season. But that whole end of the season sort of thought process could be a reason that brings him back, because we would want someone, maybe not full term, just to the end of the season if Moyes was to go, say, after a massive, horrible home defeat to Liverpool and crashing out of the Champions League to Olympiacos, should these things arise. Who knows, but we can't really see it happening. The second favourite to take over is Spurs target Louis van Gaal. And he's currently Holland manager and is taking them to the World Cup, but does say he will leave and wants to go to the Premier League following that World Cup. He said this: I have said before that a challenge should be a club in the Premier League. That's a challenge, but first we have to go to Brazil. So we know he wants to come. Now, what is the truth in this? There's a lot of talk about him and Tottenham. We know Sherwood isn't likely to stay there. So it's probably just a good way for the press to sort of spin attention, because they know United fans will read it, they know Spurs fans will read it, and a few other people will read it as well. So it's probably just a lot of talk. But would Louis van Gaal be a good manager? Well, he's a winner. He's won 19 trophies, including the Champions League with Ajax, but he's also a temperamental fella and has a history of falling out with players. So probably not the ideal candidate for Manchester United, a bit of a hot potato. On the other side of that coin, he does have a great relationship with Robin van Persie, which David Moyes doesn't. And the third favourite to take over, the man that all United fans seem to want, Jurgen Klopp. He's recently admitted that he would be willing to leave Borussia Dortmund. There's lots of speculation that he's getting fed up there because their financial policy means they have to keep selling their best players, which as manager must be incredibly frustrating, and he knows he wouldn't have to do that at United. The bookies have him at 7-1, but that's more because lots of United fans are putting bets on it because they want it to happen. It's more of a reaction to the fact that they know people are putting their money down, rather than there being any sort of proof or evidence that that is likely to happen. So nothing to suggest it would, other than that fans seem to want it too. That's what's going on with Jurgen Klopp. So those are the top 3 people most likely to take over from David Moyes. Please let us know what you think below. Are any of those 3 appropriate? Could you see Sir Alex coming back? Do you want Moyes to stay? Do you want him to go? Please let us know what you think. Type it down below. And as always, comment, like, and share this video. And make sure you're subscribed to Full Time Devils.